Oh, it is on. Hey guys, it's me again, Douglas, and today I want to talk to you guys about something that I found in the Bible that I kind of didn't expect to find. There's like a command that really I don't see applied very often. I don't see other people doing this, and I certainly don't do this as much as I should be doing this. In the book of Romans, chapter 12, verse 10, it says, "Love one another with brotherly affection. Outdo one another in showing honor." It seems like we always turn everything into a competition. It's like, I'm the best, you're the worst. Everyone's always trying to one-up each other. And man, if we're kind of trapped in that pridefulness where we are always trying to uplift ourselves, the idea of honoring others is like torture. You know, in the book of Esther, there was this guy named Haman who was trying to destroy the Israelites, and he hated Esther's cousin named Mordecai. And Haman had set up this whole parade and everything where he was going to honor himself. But then when Haman got caught, he had to do all those things that he was going to do for himself, but for Mordecai. And this was a really, really good punishment. Because if you're trying to make yourself look awesome, making other people look awesome is just the worst. But if you go into it with the right attitude, honoring others can not only be, just a really good thing to do, but it can be fun. Super fun. Unless what someone is doing is wrong, we should do whatever we can to uplift them, to honor them, to celebrate them. If someone's telling a joke, laugh at that joke. If someone's telling a story, actually listen to their story. Engage with what they are saying. If someone does something awesome, celebrate their accomplishments. And I am not at all saying that you should be phony or fake. I'm saying that every person is made by God, and that makes them awesome in many ways. So find what makes people awesome and genuinely celebrate that. Not in a way that's patronizing, not in a way that's phony or fake, but in a way that is true. If you go looking for ways to honor other people, you will find them. And it's a good thing to honor people or celebrate people to their faces, but it's also good to honor and celebrate people behind their back. I don't know about you, but it seems like a whole lot of conversations that I have, they kind of turn into gripe sessions about people who aren't there. I end up complaining about people who are not in the conversation. But how cool would it be if instead of gossiping and slandering people behind their back, we talked about how cool they were, or we talked about exciting things happening in other people's lives. And it is so easy to make things into a competition. If somebody does something cool, you're like, well, I want to do something cooler. Or if someone tells a joke, you're like, well, I want to tell a funnier joke. Or if someone tells a good story, you're like, well, I want to tell a better story. But what if instead of trying to outdo one another in this way, we all tried to outdo one another in showing honor? How cool would that be? I promise you, things would be awesome if we were all looking to honor others instead of trying to honor ourselves. And it seems like it should really be straightforward. It seems like this should be obvious, because no one likes a bragger. So why do we all try to brag? I don't get it. I think it's just something, it's part of our flesh. It's part of our sin nature to try to uplift ourselves. And a lot of times we try to uplift ourselves by pushing others down. But that just doesn't work. You know what does work? Loving one another, honoring one another. And so that's my challenge to you guys today. My challenge is directly out of Romans chapter 12, verse 10. The challenge is that you would love one another with brotherly affection, and that you would outdo one another in showing honor. Instead of making things a competition where we're trying to show how much better we are than everyone else, let's do what actually makes things awesome. Let's outdo one another in showing honor. Hey guys, I hope you like this video. And yeah, I find this very difficult. I actually have to think about it. I find that I naturally just sort of, badmouth people or try to one-up them, or just while someone's telling a story, kind of nod and just wait for your turn so that when they're done, you can tell a better story. I do this all the time. There's something in my heart that finds this very difficult. But when I actually apply myself and start looking for the things that are awesome about other people and then celebrating those things, man, what a rush. I love it. It really just makes everything better, which is how things work when you do things the way God says to, instead of just following your own heart or just doing whatever it is that you naturally feel like doing. So seriously, give it a try. People are awesome. Finding what makes them awesome and then celebrating that is awesome. Outdo one another in showing honor.